We're going to do a demonstration of how to install the payment systems in an E550 elevator machine. First of all, we'll have to get the keys from the drop box. We select the 999 key to open it. Until the lock pops out. Then firmly open the door. Service door is a sliding door. You just pull it out to have access to the main board and the cavities where the payment systems will be installed. For this task, we'll have the coin mechanism, node reader, modem, antenna, and card reader. We're going to use these tools, which is a Phillips head screwdriver and a 7mm socket.
Okay. We just need those two things, eh? All right.
We proceed to remove the plates that cover the cutouts where the payment systems are installed.
So that cutout is for which payment system?
This one will be for the node reader and this one will be for the card reader.
Okay.
We use the Phillips head to remove the screws. Four screws at each corner. Then we proceed to remove the plate, and now we have access to install the node reader. The node reader will stick through the cavity and we'll use the same screws to screw it back to the machine. Then we proceed to install the coin mechanism to access the cavities where the screws will be in. You'll have to remove the top part of the node reader.
Can we show one more time?
Sure. Basically, to remove the top part, you'll have to push this yellow button,
yep,
that is here on the top, and then you pull the top part upwards.
Yep.
Once it's released, it just pops out.
Yep.
These three screws are the locks for this coin mechanism. So we need to make sure the screws go through these holes.
Yep. Sometimes you have to loosen the screws.
Yeah. Once the coin mag sits firmly, you unscrew it, you screw it back to tie it up. All three of them. Then the top part needs to be pushed in until it properly closes. You'll need to then adjust the height of the lever to make sure there is no contact with the coin mechanism.
So how does the lever work?
Once you press the button to return the coins, the lever pushes down this yellow lever from the coin mechanism, and then it cancels the transaction whichever the customer is going through. Then we'll proceed to remove the plate where the card reader will be. Once we remove the plate, the cavity is available for the card reader. The card reader will sit facing this one outwards, like that. Then we'll take the screws we just removed to secure the card reader. Once the card reader is all installed, we proceed with the installation of the modem.
So we might want to talk about how many wires all up.
We have altogether 3 wires. This is the antenna, which will sit at the top of the machine or outside the machine. This is the Ethernet cable, which will be connected to the card reader, and this is the DEX cable. Will connect to the motherboard, and the MDB cable, which will be connected to the payment systems. Some of the modems have magnets at the back, so you'll be able to easily pull them anywhere which have a metallic surface. This one particularly has a Velcro, so we'll need the other part of the Velcro to secure the modem to the machine. As I said,
Okay.
The Ethernet cable will be connected to the card reader from underneath. Make sure it clicks in and it's not falling off. The DEX cable will be connected to the DEX cable of the motherboard. And the MDB cable will be connected cascade with the card reader, node reader, account mechanism.
Okay.
Now to plug the card reader to the rest of the system, we'll have to use this cable. It's an MDB cable which has 3 connectors. One of them will link the card reader to the MDB port. This end will connect the modem MDB cable like that. The modem will be connected to the motherboard, and the other end will be connected to the node reader, and the node reader to the coin mechanism. Once everything is plugged in, we proceed to tie up all the cables together to prevent damages and cuts whenever we close and open the door.
So, can we just run through once again all the each of the component, how the cables are flowing, to double cover that?
Sure.
Starting from maybe coin mech, node reader, and then credit card reader in the end.
All right. So the modem has one end connected to the antenna. The other end has 2 cables. One of them is the Ethernet cable that goes connected to the Ethernet port in the card reader. The other one is divided in 2 parts: the MDB cable, which is this one, and the DEX cable, which is this one. The DEX cable goes connected to the DEX cable of the motherboard, and the MDB cable goes connected to the motherboard like this. To the same MDB cable on the other plug will connect the MDB cable that comes from the card reader, and the other end, this one, goes connected to the node reader, and then to the other end of the node reader will be connected the coin mechanism.
So because the vending machine runs on the MDB bus, all the payment systems are connected basically to one MDB wire, which is this one, isn't it?
Yes. This is the motherboard MDB cable, which processes all the transactions that go through the machine, and then the transactions are sent through the modem through the DEX cable.
Excellent. All right. So
it's recommended to use cable ties to tie up all the cables together, especially if we have several systems connected, to prevent damages or cables getting tangled or cut.
Okay, how do we install the
antenna?
Antenna, yes.
Well, the antenna, some of the antennas have some of the machines have a cutout on the top of the antenna, so you'll be able to just place the antenna on top of the sliding door, and when you close the door, the antenna will stick out, having a good reception. Some of the machines don't have them, so basically we recommend to put the antenna just tied down. It has a magnet which will keep the antenna secured.
Excellent.
To install the modem, we'll use Velcro, and then we stick it to an area which will move with the rest of the door.
Sorry. Yep.
Once we finish installing all the payment systems,
yeah,
we'll tie them up, as I said, to prevent any damages, all together with cable ties.
nice and neat.
Now,
And you normally cut these cable ties off,
yes,
but we left it just to show you where we put the cable ties.
so the idea is to cut it just to the length of the what is already done. This excess is just rubbish.
Excellent.
Now, you will find these booklets, stickers in the boxes where the payment systems were. To have everything secure, we recommend to put everything in the bag where the instructions of the machines are, all the plates, in case you will need them further in the future. The machine will have this bag usually in the 12 box, like that.
Okay, and we do all this work while the machine is obviously
The machine has to be off constantly.
switched off, yeah?
Yeah.
Not while it is
Once you
live
finish
on.
installing the payment systems, you can just turn it on.
Excellent. So this completes the instruction on how to install the payment systems.
Yep.
Now we're gonna
Elevator machine.
in an elevator machine, yes. And now we're gonna cover the uninstallation part. So reversing the whole process.
Yep.
Again.
Again, we start turning the machine off. Once it's off, we'll proceed to cut the cable ties. Do it very carefully because you don't want to damage the cables, right? Make sure you are just cutting the cable tie and nothing else. Once we remove the cable ties and all the cables are loosened, we proceed to remove the payment system by unplugging the MDB cable from the main motherboard, like this. Now all the payment systems are unplugged. It's a matter of just taking everything away, remove the antenna, remove the DEX cable from the motherboard.
That's it. So now all the payment systems is disconnected from the machine, correct?
Correct.
Now it's just a matter of just removing all
Just
this.
unplug the
Note reader.
By doing that, the coin mechanism is unplugged as well. Unplug the MDB cable from the modem. Unplug as well the Ethernet cable from the card reader. This. Now the modem.
Okay, so we have one item removed.
Continue removing the MDB cable from the card reader. MDB cable. Once you've unplugged everything, you can loosen the bolts that are holding the payment systems to the machine. Once you remove the bolts, the note reader comes out. Now the coin mechanism, you'll have to open the top part to access the bolts by pressing this button and then pulling the top part outwards like this. Once you remove it, the bolts are behind it. Loosen them. There are 3 bolts, 2 on top, 1 at the bottom. Once they are loose, you can slide out the coin mechanism like this. Please put back the top part to prevent damages. Make sure it clicks in. Now we have access to the card reader. Just remove the bolts. You'll have to remove all the bolts to be able to remove the card reader. Once you finish removing all the payment systems, you'll find the plates to cover
in the bag, yeah?
In the bag that is in the drop box, to cover the holes. Use the same bolts you just removed to place the plate back.
And the second plate?
Second plate where the note reader was. Secure it. From the back, found in the drop box, you'll have to remove stickers of the node reader and the booklet of the coin mechanism. The rest can be left inside the drop box.
But not the keys, right?
Have the keys.
Yeah.
Once you finish, make sure you have the keys with you. Slide door inside. Close the machine. First of all, lift the lid a little bit.
Can you show again, please?
Yeah. Once the lift is completely down, this part touches the lift, the drop box. So we'll have to lift it a little bit so there are no interference between them, and we can completely close the door. We'll have to open the machine and then push it so it closes properly. Once you do that, push the lock, and the keys can be left in the coin return box.
Excellent. And obviously these parts needs to be wrapped up properly in a
Bubble wrap.
In a bubble wrap, packaged properly if they're getting transported. If there is a box, put it in a box.
This bubble wrap has to go all around the payment systems.
This video is also very handy when customers send the parts back under warranty claim or whatever. This is how they should do it.
Try to remove also all the cables that are attached to the payment systems, like the Ethernet cable, the MDB connector,
Yep. So we'll make us inventory of each and every component should have how many parts. So starting with the credit card reader, there is a modem.
credit card reader,
Which is that?
modem,
2,
MDB and DEX cable,
so that's 3,
antenna,
4,
MDB cable,
5,
Ethernet cable.
6. So 6 items
Yes.
with a note reader, just
Note
a
reader.
note reader,
The note reader itself,
and of course that cable there.
the cable,
That's okay.
cap,
And the sticker.
the stickers.
So 2 items. And with the coin mechanism,
With the coin mechanism, the coin,
and
and the
the
booklet.
booklet. Perfect. That completes the demonstration on how to install and uninstall the payment systems on a elevator machine.
Yes.
And you might want to tell something about yourself and what this video is about.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for watching Vendzone support video. That was Juan. Juan has been fantastic. Thank you, Juan.
Thank you, Kabir.
Cheers.